guys. If you don't know me already, my name is Michelle Vinicro, and I am a blogger of my own blog, The World of Autism. And I am an individual who lives with autism myself. I was diagnosed at the age of 2, and one of the things about me was that I had a big issue with communication. I was nonverbal until the age of 6, and today I work as a paraprofessional for elementary school students with autism, and I am pursuing a bachelor's in ABA. So I am very excited to have here as a guest Rachel Barcellona. Rachel, how you doing?
Good.
Awesome. Glad that you're doing well. So I want to get started with letting you introduce yourself a little bit and what it's like growing up with autism.
Well, my life with autism was sort of, I don't know if I should say conventional or not, because everyone has their own story and they have their own journey to follow, and I most definitely had mine because I was diagnosed at the age of 3, and I could clearly remember hearing about my diagnosis when I was 3. My mom was with me, and what I remember is doctors telling me that I'd never be able to accomplish anything, and that hit me really hard. I just think you should never tell a kid that, no matter what they have, disability or not, no one should hear that. But luckily, my mom didn't give up. She wanted to understand me and give me the best opportunities possible, even though things were hard. And I think that's made me who I am today.
That's so awesome to hear that. And I know you're a big advocate in the community. You got please tell, like what do you do as an advocate? What does it mean to be an advocate?
Well, I mean, I could totally go on for hours about what I've done. I mean, I've started my platform, Ability Beyond Disabilities, when I was in middle school because I was bullied for having autism for as long as I can remember, but middle
Mhm.
school is always the hardest time for people. And I just wanted to put a stop to that because it wasn't just me. I saw so many other kids who had disabilities going through the same thing, and I just wanted to start a movement. So I started out just putting positive messages on people's lockers because you have to start small, right? And then
Yeah.
it just evolved into volunteering in my community, and I've been doing this for over a decade now.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great. Can you actually tell a little bit more about your project?
Definitely. I mean, I could go on about it. I went from volunteering, and I sit on a lot of boards concerning autism awareness and acceptance. I've also been able to speak at the UN about my journey with autism. I've also traveled abroad. One of my favorite things to do, or trips that I've taken, was that I went to the Czech Republic, and it was just amazing. I trained autism therapists, and I gave another speech about my journey with autism because there really are not a lot of services over there. So I think I had a positive impact because I check in on my friends in Europe all the time, and they're really, really thriving now, and that makes me happy.
Oh, that's so awesome to hear that. That really is great. That's really like you take like so much action to the community. That's what it is. It's like a lot of times people just go by like words and stuff, but actions speak a lot louder than words do. It
Yeah.
does. It really does. So that is so awesome to hear. Wait, so what are you on the board for? Like you said you're on a bunch of like for a bunch of organizations. You're on their board.
Yes, the most prominent one is the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities, and that is at my university, the University of South Florida, and that's
Mhm.
what I started with for my Ability Beyond Disabilities campaign, because the Center for Autism, they helped my family get services when it was really too expensive, as it is for a lot of families. They helped make it affordable. And as I got older, I helped them give services to other families as well. And that's something I really care about too. And other boards I'm on are the Unicorn Children's Foundation and the L Center for Autism. And I'm very proud to work for those too.
Oh, that is awesome. That's like that shows like so much of an example of like where like to those that like helped you like thrive and everything. And now you're like giving back to the community and everything. So that is so phenomenal to hear that. That really is. Like
Yeah.
hear too much of people that like that really like want to give back in a way to those that helped you in life and stuff. So that's awesome, Rachel. That really is.
Thank you.
It really is. So now I'm gonna like move on to where like you're also really big into like where you do pageants today. What got you into doing pageants?
Wow, what got me into doing pageants? Well, that is amazing because I have done pageants ever since I was 5 years old, and it was done as a way for me to come out of my shell. And I mean, I'm sure we all know that more boys are diagnosed with autism than girls are. So I went to all these social groups. I was the only girl, the typical story. But when I did pageants, I had a lot of friends that were girls. So I liked them. I liked being on stage and dressing up. And the rest is history.
No, that's so cool. That's funny because in a way I kind of and pretty much for me I grew up kind of similar with that where I was the only girl and like I know in my like school years especially I was like the only girl in like my classes and stuff and like everybody else was boys because a lot more with like just with any disability in general I feel like a lot more that are boys that are diagnosed than girls are, you know? So it just, oh, that's really funny. But I know in my case, my sport ended up being taekwondo. That's what I ended up doing and stuff. And like for me, it was a family thing for me because I ended up doing that with my siblings. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so like, and I did get my black belt when I was 10. So I've been a black belt since then. And
Yay.
that's thank you. So that's what I just want to share with people that you know everybody has something where they're that can like come out of their shell from. And I know for me it was taekwondo. For Rachel it was pageants. So don't give up. Like there's something out there that you know that you can find. You really can. Everybody there's a big interest for everybody. There really is. You just gotta dig deep and find it. So that is awesome. So about more with your pageants with the pageants you do. I feel like you're such a role model. Like you really are like a role model for those that like just to like do what you love to do.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I really like to inspire people, make others happy. So that means a lot to hear that.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And like so you said you've been doing that since you were 5?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. And you're still currently are you yeah, are you currently in competition?
I got first runner up at Miss Florida America, and I'm thinking of trying again next year.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's like I, I like I know like with competitions like those are like it just like so motivating. I don't know about you, but I just like I know from with my times, like especially back with my taekwondo times when I did do it, like those competitions were like always fun. Like they like gets you like going and everything.
Yeah, it's exhilarating.
hmm it really is. It truly is. It truly is. Um. So, so now I'm gonna like, move on a little bit. Like, I know you also enjoy with writing, and you are thinking of becoming like an author one day yourself.
Yes, I really want to be an author, and I'm still working on a lot of things. I think it's important to have a lot of ideas in mind so you don't become a one note type of author in the future.
Hmm, that's very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. And another thing that I was gonna say that I know I saw that you're on Instagram and everything. You're also kind of involved with the Autism Global Project, correct?
Yeah.
So what do you do for them? Are you just a member or do you like? Because I feel like you're involved with them a lot.
Yes, I am very involved with the Global Autism Project, and that's how I got to go to the Czech Republic because I am a member and I am also part of their most recent project, Autism Knows No Borders. So I help them out a lot.
Oh, that's very cool. I did hear about them where like they have like all their like podcasts and stuff. I listen to the podcasts a lot. It's just
Oh,
so like it really is inspiring. It is very motivating and everything. It's just nice to hear other stories too. It
yeah.
is. It really is. And what else I was gonna say? Also, I know I saw you were hosting with Steve on the show, and I know Jeff was featured on it. What's that
Yes.
show you host that you co?
Oh, that's our radio show and our now TV show. It's called the Chapters Rap Youth Hero Show. I think that's the name of it. We're still working on that, but our goal is to highlight positive people doing great things in their community, and we just wanted to talk about the book. So that's why Jeff was on there. He was talking about the This Is Autism and all the great things he's done so far.
Yeah, I yeah, it really that's incredible. That really is incredible. And yeah, with having with the book and stuff, like you have Jeff's story, you have Rachel's, you have mine too that's in it as well. So you guys could definitely check it out right here. This is autism. You guys can get it on Amazon and everything. So you guys could hear like such incredible stories right from that book too, and even through all the guest interviews that I've recorded on my blog and like with everything else. So that's very cool, Rachel. I'm gonna wrap things up here with letting you share any advice that you want to give to any to those with disabilities. Is there any advice would you like to give?
Well, I always say to not give up, but also that failure is absolutely necessary. Everyone does it, whether you have a disability or not. You need to fail in order to get where you want to. And I've done that a lot. So I just think just keep on failing and you will reach the top.
That's awesome. It's so true. It's like I know as a paraprofessional with my students, I'm like there are going to be times it's ups and downs. You know, that's the only way you're really going to learn and everything. It
Yeah.
really is. You got to go for the experiences. Exactly. It's exactly true. Rachel,
Yeah.
thank you so much for just coming on and sharing your story and everything. You're really, truly are an advocate to the community. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.